here. Sean Hartwell is a good friend of mine. I know him for over, like 15 years now. He has a lot of good stories for us, information. Sean, tell us about yourself.
I'm gonna get this right. I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey. Named Sean Hartwell. I got into the jury game by, being in prison, watching Joe Rodeo. And I figured I'd go home, I would get one. My cousin said, "You're going the wrong route," and took me to Al. And this was how, when you're in jail, you look at magazines and you thinking like the hottest jury is out.
Of course.
And so you in there, like Joe Rodeo, like magazine. Watch is like in the back of every magazine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like Joe Rodeo is the biggest thing since, since Trump. Right. So I go home, I tell my cousin I want a Joe Rodeo. He like, what? Like, it's in the magazines and the Diamond Watch. He's like, nah, I'm gonna take you to see somebody.
Yeah, we gotta get you into a Breitling or something.
Yeah. So I come see him. He like, I'm trying to want to watch. They said, now that Al said, I don't think Al said, he just come home. He could have took my cousin money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he said, I think he just coming home. Let him just start him off with a G-Shock. You know what I mean? He don't know I was pissed.
Right.
That you came up with this G-Shock decision.
Yeah, he looked at me like, fuck you.
Like, your job was to buy to sell the jury, homie. Like,
right.
But right then, that told me a lot about him. You know what I'm saying? Because people out here, it could be a jeweler, they pretty much know the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, a person that's a jeweler, he in the streets too. Because he knew what's going on. Because he got to know what's going on. Because he know we had selling tools coming to him 24/7 stories. From he probably got 1,000 amazing stories he heard good or bad about people. And for him not to send me that watch, that told me a lot about him.
Yeah.
I would just come see him on a daily basis, and I'm saying, just ask him questions with my G-Shock on, I'm saying, until I got better. I'm saying, get my mind right, and can walk around with that type of jewelry on, because you come home, making the wrong decision, saying somebody could rob you.
Right.
So he could have just been greedy and just took the money.
Right.
But it told me a lot about his character, and how he's seeing me as a person. And this is why I started doing business with him and, give my money to people that, that just don't want my money.
Right.
But want to see me grow with my money. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just selling me something, he's selling it to me.
It wasn't just a sales pitch. It was a relationship that he carried, and you guys built that bond immediately. And then it's the same thing I was saying on the
It's
last
very
episode.
important in any industry, I think.
Yeah.
If you are running your own business, having a relationship, being a customer, having a relationship is the number one thing.
Right.
So I think we have a very good relationship, and that's something that we also try to have with all our customers. I don't consider them as customers, they're all friends.
Friends. That's right.
Yes.
Whenever I need something, I need a favor, whatever it is, I can call Sean. Hey, this guy owes me money. Can you pick it up and just drop it off for me, or sell it, whatever it is? He will do it. Same thing with you.
Yeah.
Sean, you have a big movement called Fuck Prison, and it's a big positive movement. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Well, I created Fuck Prison for many different reasons. But, the storyline of that right there is like, I've done 20 years in prison. I went to jail when I was 18. I came home when I was 39. I caught a federal kingpin case. It's called a CCE 848, Continuing Criminal Enterprise. At that time, I was very young, and the person that put me in prison was Michael Cherkoff. Michael Cherkoff is from Elizabeth too, and he's he was under the Bush. He was head of Homeland Security later on in life. You know what I'm saying? So this is a very powerful person that seek out, and he put us in the New York Times newspaper, say that we practice a narco-terrorism. And mind you, this is in 1991.
Wow.
I'm only 18 years old. And New York Times at that time probably was one of the biggest, like being in New York Times back then is like being in one of the greatest stories ever. And writing about us being practicing narco-terrorism, which I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm from Pioneer Homes, Elizabeth, and I'm selling some drugs in the projects. What he's talking about, I can't even have a clue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he worded it to the point that they put me in prison for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And later on, you understand life when you start going through, when people worry something about you, how dangerous it is, and I'm saying how people look upon you later on in life. So, that was my story for them. Now, Fuck Prison came later on by mistake. Like, it ain't like something I planned. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could sit here and tell you I was in my cell and I saw Fuck Prison come through the window. I could key your story now.
Right.
But that's not what happened. I came home and wanted to become a promoter. I wanted to do parties, and I'm saying, as a matter of fact, I made my first piece called Team Hartwell Promotion. So that was my whole plan.
What year was that? What year did he make that?
I don't know, I can't remember. About like 2010, 2011.
2009, right?
Yeah, about 2010, 2011 made
Wow,
that
okay.
piece.
So you made his first piece.
And he made my first piece, you know what I'm saying?
Came a long way since that first piece.
We actually made a few of them
Yeah, he made a few of
for
them,
your
yeah.
man
Right.
also that were part of your team.
But no, he made other people team hardware pieces too. I had like a team, a marketing team company,
Oh, wow.
you know what I'm saying? And, you know, to me, getting jury, I'm gonna get back to the fuck prison, getting jury and with your brand, it shows that you have value
Right.
and you taking it serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's with me. You know what I'm saying? So anything I get, I want to take it serious. So I want somebody to see something that I invested in, put some money into, so they can say, okay, he takes it serious what he's doing. Like this ain't just there's something that he just doing to be doing it.
Right.
And people respect things you take serious. People respect things you put money into. Now, the fuck prison thing came was I made a shirt and I said, who the fuck will go to prison? It was like, you know, just because me and somebody was arguing one day and he said, you know, I ain't got no problem going back to jail. I killed somebody.
Right.
And I said, who the fuck will go to prison, man? You crazy as hell. They didn't understand that. But I just made it joking, like,
Right.
are you serious, nigga? Like, you gonna go to jail?
Right.
You wanna go to
Right,
jail?
right.
He like, you know, I ain't got no problem. I said, you crazy. And then I just made a shirt because I made a video of it. And, you know, I'm just thinking marketing, branded, just playing around. And one day I went to see, I had to go to California to see Pusha T and Emery, Jay-Z co-defendant. And I just wore the shirt for marketing reasons wise. And he took a picture with me, Pusha T, and posted it. And everybody kept asking me, where you get the shirt from? And I'm like, in the DM, I'm like, I made it. He said, how much for this shirt? So I had like $9 people money. I didn't even know how to make the shirt. I went back to the person that made the shirt, and he said to me, I'm gonna teach you how to make clothes. And he taught me. And that's how I started selling for prison. Then I done a play, then I done an art show. I done everything, the wrap around it. You know what I'm saying? Then one day I said, I'm gonna get me a chain made. And I told Al, man, he brought it to life for me. You know what I mean? It took a while, but
It was definitely a process. You know, we sat down, did all the designing and everything else, and the logo itself was on point. We made sure he wanted the diamonds on the sides, but the most important thing I think that means a lot to Sean was what it says on the back.
Yeah. See, it says on the back, it's a scripture in the Bible that when I was in jail, I read. It said, remember those who are in prison, of you was in prison. Remember those who have suffered, yourself have suffered. Hebrews 13. So people don't understand that there's diamonds there. It's very important these diamonds is there. People love them. But you can throw these diamonds away.
Right.
But you can never throw the jewels away what's in my heart.
Right.
Like, I can never forget someone that suffered, that I've suffered.
Right.
Or you shouldn't, if you know you've been through something, you should help other people. If you've been through that, you went through that passage. And that's what it means a lot to me. So people understands that I could have iced the back out if I wanted to, but I wanted to put a different jewel on the back. You know what I'm saying? That means something to me. You know what I'm saying? That people don't understand. That's there to me.
Yeah.
Because I read this in jail in a hole, and I never thought that I would come home and put it on a chain. But I read it, and I was going through some, you know, some rough times in prison. You know what I'm saying? You know, you be in them cells by yourself. Is, you know, your mind be going through so much, and sometimes you got to pick the Bible up. Sometimes you got to pick the Quran up. Sometimes you got to, you know, ask God for help. Sometimes you got to get into religion. You know what I'm saying? Whatever can help you come through that suffering at that moment. You know what I'm saying? You seek it, and at that moment, I was seeking this. I was just happy to be in a hole by myself. I just read this, and it stuck to me all my life. You know what I'm saying? So for me to come home and put it on a chain or something that I represent, something I believe in, is real deep to me. You know what I'm saying? So the greatest jewel is the back, not the diamonds. You know what I'm saying? The diamonds will catch you.
Yeah.
I mean, but when they turn it around, that's what keep you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wow.
That's a great story. I mean, it's just important to see how much jewelry has an impact, especially custom pieces have an impact and a story behind it. And, you know, again, knowing Al and Boris and Rob here at Elegant ECI now for 20 years, right? 20 plus years. I mean, I've 25 year anniversary also. It's just having so many stories, having other folks come in, and a lot of friendships I had today, Sean, are still from the relationships I've established in our hometown in
Yeah.
Elizabeth, back in Jersey Gardens, were one of their first flagship locations at the time. And you know, it's more so than just, you know, a jewelry store and being a jeweler, you know, with the, you know, cliche sales pitch. It was a brotherhood. It was a friendship, and some people we trust dearly. And, you know, a lot of times in whatever industry it is, whether it's entertainment, whether it's streets, or, you know, whatever brings you to the walks of life that kind of likes the diamonds and the jewelry, which is primarily the urban cultural community.
Yeah.
It always comes with the ups and downs, and they were, you know, almost like our therapists at times, and being a
Very
helping
much.
hand and just to listen. You know, sometimes you just need somebody to listen, and they establish that camaraderie with us all and a trust factor. And I feel like this is one thing that kind of separates them from all, is the fact that, you know, if you could talk to somebody like a brother or a cousin, they're going to steer you in the right direction. I mean, there was many times I was going to a jewelry store and I wanted something was even a little bit over the top in a watch that probably was fashionable piece, and was it going to have any upside on value and holding its value? They would kind of steer me, and I was like, no, this one here got all the ice, the turning bezel, this, that, and third, and they were looking
Oh,
to
yeah.
try to make sure you keep yourself in the right position and educate me throughout the process, especially here at Boris in his education with watches and luxury watches. He's probably the genius in his craft. So any questions I have and trying to resell or buying, you know, what markets to buy it in, he's the man to talk to. So yeah, it's small. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Listen, any question about watches?
He's
Yeah, man.
He's a genius. I don't know. His mind operates. I think he's probably half AI.
But you know, one thing, like, and I would come see Boris sometime. One time I came to see Boris, man. Boris is a funny guy, man. I can't even see him. I'm saying, you know, he looked at me and said, "What you been eating lately?" I said, "Damn, Boris, come get a chain. What are you talking about?" like, what you been eating lately? Like, slow down. Like, but I'm saying, but these are friends. Like, you come through people, and people see when you're going through something. They see when you're gaining weight. They seen that, and I seen him. I just rolled in there one day. So, what you been eating lately? I said, what? So, you know, that made me go work out the next day. But anyway, motivation. But this is when people know you.
Right.
Where I'm coming from, like, and they don't see me plenty of times. I don't came in, and we don't discuss jewelry, and I don't tell them my vision about things. And, you know, Al, you know, he give me suggestions. You do it like this right here. Don't do this right here. This right here. And that's what I tell people all the time, because people will see me, and if anyone ever talks to me, I have a same line. I say, no, I got a friend that's a jeweler. I go see him. Like, somebody will call me, yo, I need to link this, or I need to change. And I tell him, yo, go see Al.
Right.
They were saying, tell him Sean sent you, he's going to take care of you. Like you're good.
Right.
And I bought, you know, and the same thing I told my friend today, driving here, he was like, yo, I want to get a piece. I said, I'm going to send you to a jeweler. He's going to take care of you. Like, you good.
Right.
From coming from, but like I told people, I'm old school. I have one jeweler, one accountant. For me, I get my cars from one person. You know what I'm saying? One lawyer.
Right.
For me, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is one.
Right. Right.
One barber that
Right.
try to taught me how to barbers. You know what I'm saying? So everyone I get around, I build the friendship with.
Of course.
And that's what my grandmother told me. With, like, you'll know back in the day, your grandmother may know the whole block. You know what I'm saying? But she has one everything.
Of course.
Or go see Mady Jeans. You got this right here. Or go see over there. And these are friends. So when you go there, and if I sent you there, you know I sent a friend there.
Right.
And they treat you right.
And the key word is friend, right?
Yeah,
It's
friends.
just friendship.
Because saying if I send him to another jeweler, I don't really know.
Right.
I just bought a chain from him, and he go there, and he robs them,
Right.
overcharges them. They were saying, then
Which
the
is
dude come
common in
back.
this industry.
They come in the industry. The dude to come back later on. He knows jury now. He come back like, you played me out before.
Right,
This
right.
dude might don't like you now. I'm like,
Yeah.
What? When you send me to that jeweler, man, you know, he overcharged me. You said that was your guy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got a difference is coming.
Of course.
He has a hidden, because now he learned jury. He didn't know jury. So here, I ain't got to worry about that. If I send somebody to him, they're going to tell him, I don't think that's the right decision. You should get this right here.
Right.
Where I'm coming from. So, remember, you got to be very careful. It's like sending to somebody to see the jeweler, like sending to somebody to connect. If it go wrong, but they blaming you.
No, of course.
You think they're not, but they're blaming you, for
Right.
real. I never got no one blame me. I never got a bad taste. No one never came back to me. Nothing.
Well,
Ever.
Sean, you out here looking wild, icy, and VVS. What is your some of your like personal favorites or styles? Like, let's dive into. What's your go-to?
I love double stack jewelry.
Okay.
Coming from me, saying, and I love Cubans. For me, my favorite, my ring is custom made. You know what I'm saying? I love my ring because it's custom, and it, you know what I'm saying, represents me. Everything I got represents me. For me, so I can leave this here and just leave it to somebody else.
Right.
For me,
But it's custom made for you.
Like, cause
Yeah.
custom. Like right now, I want to leave my brand, and I wanted to give it to my granddaughter, or I want to give it to my son, or I
Right.
want to pass it down.
Right.
For me, I have a watch that got a Rolex for them to pass down to my son or to whoever I want to give to once I leave this earth. Have pieces that I can give to them, and they can remember me and say, okay, you can never let this lose the family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you didn't start it, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't in your family, you can start it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they can say this ring. I got like a ring from my uncle. My cousin X got a ring from his father. He never gives away. He got it put up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So this ring and this chain, it might be in my family for God knows how many years that I started that.
Right.
So it's very
Creating
important.
legacy.
You create a legacy through jewelry and through, you know what I'm saying, through assets. So I'm saying, so to you, man, it don't cost nothing. You know what I'm saying? But when you put that theory in their mind, they start picking up.
Right.
Before you know it, you go in your family house, it might be 100 years from now, they might have a jury seeing all the things that they added to the family, assets they added to the family, but someone has to start it. I mean, because if they're not did, I mean, it can't be started. You create it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now, right now, this might be a folk crazy chain like this now. 30 years from now, it might be a whole different way. They may say, this is the originator of it. This is where it all came from. You know what I'm saying? So you see the assets, the art, everything is mastermind of somewhere in the house somewhere that I created. You don't never know you might don't see the success of what you built. But we might go 50 years from now, but someone still building on it. But you just built the foundation. So I'm never going to see
Right.
what's really going to happen with my brand.
Right.
But I'm going to put every effort for it to keep growing. You know what I'm saying? So people can make it more of an asset and say he started right here, but now it's worth this right here through jewelry, through art. You know what I'm saying? Through certain T-shirts, he made classic pieces.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it grows and grows. But you got to believe that it can happen like that. You have to put that in your mind. It's going to go that way, and it's going to go.